What is up, everybody? It's Animac, aka your boy, Your girl calls me Senpai over here for AnimeUproar, and welcome to another episode of Rant Café. This episode, we're going to be ranting about Shonen Anime, current Shonen Anime, what's awaiting Shonen Anime in the future, all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be another lovely discussion. With me, I have Nawagata is back.
Hello.
Pleasure to have you back, Nawa. We got Noxtaku in the house again. We have to have this guy. We have to have Noxtaku because if we don't, a bunch of his fans will complain in the comments.
Yeah, that's right. I love you guys.
And we also have Anime Recon, the favorite victim of Noxtaku's savagery. How you doing, Recon?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Let's get this started, shall we?
So,
Yeah,
Recon, I was seriously considering implementing a running joke on the on my channel where I make fun of you. So this is heads up.
Wait, you're gonna make fun of me on your channel?
Yeah.
How?
Shit.
How the fuck
Do
are you
it.
gonna do
I don't
that?
know.
Do
We'll
it.
see,
Like,
we'll see.
do it.
So all you're gonna do is just trash about my.
sarcastic trailer on Anime Recon.
That's not
Cast
gonna
the trailer. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll do it. Go ahead. Cast the trailer on me. I might react to it.
Not
Who knows?
yet. We'll wait until you hit 400,000 subscribers.
Yeah, come on, man. It's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be a while.
First, I have to do another one on Noble, one on Joey, one on Double 4 Anime, and then we can worry.
But isn't Double 4 Anime's whole channel a sarcastic trailer?
That's a long list.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. It's drama that I'm not directly involved with, even though we're friends. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there, Nux.
I can't I don't think he can actually do anything aside from just take his shirt off and scream.
By the way, guys, I'm currently drinking a mug out of an official AnimeUproar mug, guys.
Holy crap.
Oh, look at that!
Wow,
so much.
Yeah. But if you prefer hentai to AnimeUproar, guys, you can get this one. Yeah, so yeah, I mentioned this last time in Last Rank Cafe, but now the merch, AnimeUproar merch store is up and running. If you want to check the description, you can buy shirts, our own unique designs. We came up with all of it ourselves, especially me with the hentai stuff. So if you can check, you want to check that out. Proceeds go to helping the channel, and you can get a mug that says hentai on it. I think it's a win-win situation.
So how much is that AnimeUproar mug?
You have to check because you can look at the design and then put designs on a mug. I think a mug is like 14 or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Plus, they always have discounts. They have currently like a 30% discount on the site, so it varies.
Are you gonna do a Black Friday discount?
I don't control the discounts. The website does. TeePublic.
Okay.
I vote we talk about Shonen Anime.
Never.
Instead of, an hour of promoting different mugs and t-shirts.
That's how you got to do it. You got to do your sponsors. You got to thank your sponsors.
Yeah, man, I want to thank my sponsors myself because no one's sponsoring me except myself, guys.
You got to thank yourself sometimes and pat yourself on the back because you're doing it.
It's important.
By the way, shout out to everyone in the chat as well. I forgot to shout you guys out. All right, Nux, since you want to talk about Shonen Anime, the current situation with Shonen Anime and the future of Shonen Anime, you can start with something insightful, no pressure.
Okay. Gintama's awesomeness, and none of you watch it. So none of you can really talk about how Shonen Anime is going to pot because you're missing out on the best one going on right now.
Okay, guys, can I hear in the chat, does anyone watch Gintama? Also, I just want to point out that Noxtaku just said that Gintama is better than One Piece.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure. Way better than One Piece. No comparison.
Opinion that I don't give a shit about both of them.
Oh.
Wow, Recon, you're so cool. You don't watch them, so you don't like
Exactly, so I don't give a fuck.
My heart
The only ones I watch is Fairy Tail, and that is what I give a fuck about.
Recon, as
them.
a guy...
Most of the chat's watching Gintama. I love you guys. See?
By the way, Shato's in the chat. What's up, my man? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been busy, but welcome back. The thing is, I know I've seen over 100 anime. I haven't seen 1,000 like Mystic or Nexia. But even I look down on you, Recon, for watching 12 anime altogether in your life.
I didn't watch 12
Look,
anime.
If you only watched 12 anime and you want to talk about those 12 anime, you have, full power, full speed to you. Have fun. but don't diss anime you haven't seen just because you haven't seen them.
That is true. That is a very good point. Very good point, Nux. And I appreciate you shouting out Gintama. I haven't watched it, but you sent me some clips that are pretty hilarious. So I definitely think that it's one of the type of shonen with a heavy dose of comedy that I would enjoy if I bothered to start watching it.
The comedy is so different than any other comedy you see in anime. I would rate it the #1 comedy anime like of all time. Yeah, without thinking twice.
Oh wow.
It's such a different style humor, and the serious arcs are so, dramatic. Also, they put almost everything else to shame. It's a perfect blend. It really is.
It just hurts my heart. One Piece is so good.
One Piece is great. The manga is pretty great. The anime is pretty not. With 7 minutes of recap of the last episode, and the last 4 minutes are previews to the next episode. Then there's 3 minutes of opening and ending theme songs. Then the rest of the time is just crappy animation.
There's a part in One Piece where the animation, like, it starts off crap, and then it gets really, really good, and then it gets excellent, and then it goes right to shit.
So the way Toei Animation works is if they're ever doing 2 shows at the same time, at least one of them is gonna look like pasta.
Yeah, and right now they're doing Dragon Ball Super and One Piece. And
right, so
One Piece complaints for sure about animation quality. I know for Dragon Ball Super.
And as far as the One Piece, the way the anime is going right now, there's this one fight, Luffy versus Cracker. Okay.
Oh no! Stop it! I'm sorry.
And Cracker, that's such an odd name.
I'm just gonna.
And fighting Cracker, and it's like 1 chapter of manga, and it's I think 7 episodes of anime.
Is Cracker a villain?
Cracker is a
No,
villain.
he's just a
Why
white
the fuck
guy.
would he be named Cracker?
Because he's just a white guy.
Like a pretty minor villain. It's a guy named Cracker. What are you asking questions for?
It's just such an odd name. It's just such an odd name for a villain to be called Cracker. I mean, Cracker as a villain, it just doesn't sound evil.
Yeah, you know what's a better name? Death Gun.
Yeah, that's good. That is what I like. Better than fucking Cracker.
Death Gun sounds.
Oh my god.
Death Gun.
Nice.
You know what Death Gun sounds like? It's like if there was like a metal band in the 80s, like it wasn't really a band, it was a satire of bands. Like Spinal Tap, like Death Gun. It's like,
It does, yeah.
Either that or it's a 14-year-old kid who's upset at life.
Whoa. Oh yeah, there you go.
Gorgeous Gramac asked, are we talking about Black Clover? We definitely will, because I think Black Clover is, whether you think it's good or not, I think it's an important telltale sign of what may or may not be coming in terms of shonen in the next little while. Also, Narutard said that he loves Shingeki no Kyojin or Attack on Titan. Interesting enough, he didn't mention Naruto, even though his name is Narutard Pink or Punk. Narutard Pink Punk. So yeah, I agree. Attack on Titan.
He doesn't want to say anything, or the Borutards are gonna come get him.
Oh. Yeah, they're like the Borutards would be like, hey, you should call yourself Boruto Dadtard, not Narutard.
There you go.
Yeah,
Great joke. Everyone respected. Anyways.
Nice.
Everyone laugh.
Everyone laugh.
Ah.
Good work. Recon, I have to get Recon to just laugh after whatever I say. Then we cover our bases.
Yep.
But yeah, so in terms of, I don't know, Nox, if you want to talk more about Gintama, but in terms of Black Clover, I think it's really interesting. And because I know quite a few people who like the manga but are disappointed with the anime adaptation. And it makes me wonder, in terms of long-running shonen, are we going to be seeing a lot more successful long-running shonen in the future? Obviously, Attack on Titan is not a long-running shonen. It's a shonen, but it's not, multiple hundreds of episodes, that type of stuff. Are we going to see these types of shonen even succeed in the future? My Hero Academia is the most recent one that I think that really succeeded, but that's already been going on a while, already 2 seasons, and the manga has been going on for a long time. So are we going to see this in the future? Because it seems to me like there's a lot more focus on quantity than quality nowadays in the anime industry. So they'll make more of these like 13-episode, ecchi, cheap series like, Handshakers and Hajimete no Gal and all these bunch of series. Which
You just
get
insult Hajimete no Gal?
what?
You just insulted Hajimete no Gal.
Yeah, I did.
Wow. Wow, man. Recon's favorite anime.
No, it's only his favorite anime of this
It's
season.
it's a good
No, the
show,
thing is,
but as I
point
said
with it
before,
is that these series are not going to be long running shonen. They're your light novel based, few episodes, gets short term profit because of the ecchi and stuff, and then you move on. So I wonder if the industry is going to keep focusing on that, and then we're going to lose potential to have like a long running shonen that's an actual commitment to the characters, to the story.
There's an issue with that, and that is they're out of manga to adapt that are that long and that hyped. Everything that's long and hyped is already adapted. So My Hero Academia would get to that point where it could be a long anime if they would start adapting it in like 5 years, but they'd rather do it in 25 or 13 episode stints.
Yeah, but the question is, how long will it go on? So if it goes on for a long time, that's okay. If it ends up being a long anime in the long run, that's fine with me. But I'm saying, even with manga, if you're a manga connoisseur, Soul isn't here with us today because he is at work, unfortunately, but he knows about manga. And I'm wondering, do you see any Shonen Jump manga in the future becoming the next One Piece? Because I don't see right now on the horizon anything that could rival something like One Piece or Naruto, etc.
Or Gintama.
Well, Gintama is a whole different ballgame. It's not in the same league as your power fantasy where the kid is trying to become strong. It's its own thing. That's why it's so amazing. It's like it's really not comparable to anything else.
I think
DxD's coming back. That's a good shonen, ain't it?
Do that. I think it's just one of those, you know what I mean? People see studios look at One Piece, you know what I mean? And DBZ and Naruto and all these really successful, shonen, you know what I mean? And they try to rival it in some kind of way. And I think they're just testing the waters right now, you know what I mean? Like seeing what the public is going to react to. Are you going to react to shorter, you know what I mean? Like the manga being adapted into more chapters into one episode, or is it going to influence the audience more if they make it longer? And you can kind of see how they're testing it with Boku no Hero and Black Clover and you know what I mean, and how they're doing stuff recently with One Piece as well. You know what I mean? I feel like it's still testing grounds.
I can see why you're saying that about My Hero and Black Clover, but what's funny is, and what makes me think they're not testing it is, Studio Pierrot is crap, and therefore Black Clover is done terribly. Bones is great.
I wouldn't agree with that. I mean, it was bad at the beginning. I must say it was so bad. The voice actor really is annoying and all this stuff, but the story I know, but
3 episodes to adapt 1 chapter. Really?
I understand that, but I feel like it's starting to get better. I feel like it's getting better.
See, that is the problem, though, and I think manga is a good thing to look at, because with light novels, they tend to become anime that are, your few episodes, 13 episodes, 26 episodes, and then they move on. With weekly manga, you can make it into a longer anime, but the problem is catching up to the manga and making sure that you don't overtake the manga when you're making them. So, for example, Dragon Ball Super, they keep making it weekly, constantly, but they're ahead of the manga because of that. So then manga is playing the catch-up game. So it's difficult to think, because like Nox, like you said, they made the first chapter into 3 episodes, probably because they're trying to drag it out so that they don't catch up to the manga. So that they can have
they're already
long term, right?
They scheduled 51 episodes already for this anime.
Yeah, that's why. That's probably why they're doing it. Right?
Knows what it's doing, and therefore it did the first season. It was 13 episodes. It waited for the manga to go a little further. Then it did another season, 25 episodes, and it's waiting for the manga to go further. It's not all just quantity, like Toei does and like Pierrot does.
Yeah, Black Clover is definitely focusing more on quantity than quality.
And it's true, because if you look at My Hero Academia, they are further ahead. The manga is actually further ahead than Black Clover, but their first season was 13 episodes, the second one was 25, and now Black Clover is coming out with right away 50 episodes. So already they have more episodes scheduled than My Hero Academia has aired, even though the My Hero Academia manga is further ahead.
And again, with Studio Pierrot, they also do this thing with they just throw down a bunch of episodes in one shot, and like hoping something sticks. Right before this last year, they did 50 episodes of Twin Star Exorcist. Any of you watch it?
Nope.
So
I watched Twin Star Exorcist, yes.
So it wasn't bad. It was nothing amazing, but the manga was 100 times better.
So it's a studio thing. So this is all.
Yeah.
Then this means that this is purely a studio thing.
It's the result for all the hundreds of episodes of Naruto fillers.
Nux, you know how Asta's annoying, right?
Sure.
Just keep watching it. Then you'll feel like he's not there anymore. Like he's not annoying anymore. You're gonna get used to his voice. So I'm pretty sure that has affected a lot of people.
His voice.
If you watch first episode and I'm like, oh my god, he's so annoying. Just keep watching it. Keep watching it. Then you'll notice it's just gone.
Not annoying.
His voice not annoying anymore.
His voice doesn't help the thing, but he's not annoying because of his voice. He's annoying because he's stupid and he's just, I don't know. He's dumb as mud.
He
walks
is
out of
dumb.
his room, he slams into a pillar. Oh my god, this pillar wasn't before.
He is dumb, but he is
really
powerful as well.
Are we really gonna start talking about dumb shonen protagonists? Because we'll be here all day. Like that's not unique to Black Clover.
That doesn't make me like it more.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Black Clover is more better than fucking Boruto in the story.
Just better.
It's better.
Don't say more better, just better.
It's better than Boruto.
But okay, I will actually have Nux comment on that because I haven't been watching Boruto, so I don't know. But Andrew Roman in the chat says that it's Yuno's birthday today, guys, from Mirai Nikki. So he says, all hail Queen Yandere for life. Interesting tidbit for you there. My boy Ghoulface fired up, aka Natsu fired up, forgot to change his name back from Halloween, man. What's going on? Also, Gorgeous Gramac asked me, will you discuss about dubs in Funimation since they add their political points to their dub? I don't watch dubs, so unfortunately, this is the first I'm hearing about it. I have no idea what's happening in dubs. You're making me think that I'm even more right than I already know I am for not.
I don't think they don't really do political changes as much as they try to make it fit better for an American audience.
That's what they're doing. They're westernizing it.
Which is what I hate, which is why I don't watch dubs, guys.
Exactly. It gets
Dubs
really
is shit.
bad.
Dubs are terrible. They always were terrible.
I got into a fight with the Kanapa Effect on Twitter about the dub for Mahotsukai no Yome, which is actually a pretty solid dub, except they don't have English accents. Even though it takes place in England.
I haven't watched High School DxD dub. It was good.
Look, there are good dubs.
Yeah, there are.
They're few and far between.
Very few, though.
Even the good ones have serious issues, like the Code Geass one. Good dub overall, but it has serious issues because it leaves out parts that you don't know that is actually end up being important. And I know because I looked at Code Geass very closely. I'm sure if I looked at other anime and the differences between subs and dubs, I would find plenty of other stuff as well.
There are channels on YouTube that dedicate a lot of time to explaining the differences between the dubs and subs. Cartoon Cypher and Explanation Point both made multiple videos on this, on Cowboy Bebop and My Hero Academia.
Cowboy Bebop's a good one example because it was really good done, but it had a lot missing.
Cowboy Bebop is the actual best dub of all time. I stand by that.
I disagree. The best dub of all time is Bakano.
No, Cowboy Bebop.
No. Cowboy Bebop, the way they bring the characters to life and how they interact with each other is freaking amazing. Like
they did really well, and that's where a lot of voice actors, like their career took off from Cowboy Bebop.
Do you guys mind if I bump?
It's just such a great dub. It's such a great dub. Amazing.
SAO dub wasn't good.
SAO dub, that's good, ain't it?
Oh
I don't know, man. I don't watch dubs. Envy West says, is this the real Nux in the chat?
This is the real Nux in the chat.
Okay, so you're not being impersonated.
I don't think so.
Cool. Is that you, Nux? The guy that said yo?
Who else says yo?
Yo, Nux. Oh, I get it. All right, I'm going to make you a moderator so that now we know it's really you. There you go. Good work. Did I do it?
You did it.
Type something. Okay, cool. We did it. Real Nux is in the house.
Isn't that exciting? That's really exciting.
Without getting too much into the subs versus dub debate, which has been done to death, and you know that I'm a big subs guy, and there are certain exceptions where dubs are good, but I think you need to let years pass and actually see, especially the series has to be over, and then you know whether the subs and dubs can be compared. Because if the series is ongoing and the dubs make a change that ends up being screwing up something relevant in the future, like 4Kids famously did all the time. I'm not saying
4Kids,
like
they're not. They don't just change the language. They try to make the whole thing child friendly. They take out arcs and they take out scenes. That they don't just change the language.
No, I know. I'm saying 4Kids is the extreme example, but if you try to, like you said, make it more Western friendly, I feel like you might be actually losing a lot. So I would wait till a series finishes and then compare the subs and dubs, because you don't know what the mangaka has in mind. So if they make something, Western friendly, and it turns out that actually the Japanese original translation was relevant for some reason that comes down the line, that's the kind of stuff I'm worried about. 69 viewers. Hey guys, 69 viewers. 69.
Congratulations, guys! You just inspired a new T-shirt.
Hey, by the way, can anyone take me seriously while I'm drinking from this cup?
I can.
No, not really.
Yeah.
You're seriously promoting your merch.
So
all you're doing is drinking so that people can see your merch. That's
is it right or wrong to promote my?
I think you should be drinking from both mugs at the same time.
Yeah,
So
that's the plan.
Oh,
there
man,
we go.
That's just inappropriate. That's just like what's happening. What's happening here?
Go for it. Go for it.
I'd like to thank our sponsor myself. But yeah.
Again. Yeah. Anyway, so as far as other shonen going on now that's actually doing great, Shokugeki no Soma. Food Wars.
Yay.
Yay. No one else is watching it aside from Recon.
No.
I'm watching it because of the etchiness. So, yeah.
Anime, so Recon is watching it. But no, Recon. The reason I'm not watching it is that I haven't watched the first 2 seasons, and it will be a big commitment to catch up. But I know from Nux that he highly recommends it. He loves it. He loves the boobs, the food.
However, I need to make a complaint that this season of Food Wars...
I disagree with Recon vehemently. He's wrong.
What? You didn't even know what I was going to say. You didn't even know what I was going to say.
You were going to say that what you don't like about this season of Food Wars is that its work is dealing too much with the political structure of the school as far as boobs.
No, that is not what I was going to say. I was just going to say that there is quite minimal ecchi in the 3rd season. So yeah.
And now let me explain why that is.
I'm loving it so far.
In the beginning of Food Wars, when they wanted to push a cooking shonen, everyone was like, what cooking shonen? Why would I see this? And then they're like, oh, because whenever they eat squid, you see girls getting tentacle raped by squid. Now, of course you're going to continue watching this show.
Now I'm interested. Now I want to watch it.
But now that we actually have a developed cast and its freaking awesomeness, aside from that, we don't
are
need
you serious?
to focus on the etchiness quite as much.
Wait, I need to know if you're serious, because I will watch it just solely for that reason.
Yeah, it's the first episode.
Okay, cool. First episode. Get to watch it.
Yeah, I now know Nux enough to know when he's sarcastic and when he isn't. And it is a difficult job to get to that point, but I feel like I'm at that point now. So that's cool. By the way, Bulletproof in the chat says that he thinks that my eyebrow waggle from earlier sold it. So yes, good work. You gotta deliver. You gotta deliver that performance every week here at Rant Café. Perfect performances by everyone, etc. By the way, Recon. You know how you said that you want more fan service in the 3rd season of Food Wars? We had some guy in the comments section to our last Rant Café complaining that we're idiots because we say we need boobs to like an anime. And I think I said that as a joke. I was like, yeah, like I think Nux said something or so. I was like, yeah, but are there boobs, man? Because I need boobs. And I said it as a joke, and the guy took it seriously in the comments. He's like, what the fuck? What kind of shit is this? You can't appreciate an anime without boobs. And I was like, oh, internet.
You can't just have boobs.
Now you know what I go through with every single sarcastic video I upload.
You can't just have boobs in every single series. That'll be like, it's just too much. Just have them in like specific shows that deserve it.
That every not lolly character should have boobs.
Every non-lolly character.
Yes. Whether they should, wiggle and waggle and dodge bullets, that's another story. But
Hashimoto Nogala is an example. So yeah.
Across Say that to Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss was awesomeness.
Yeah, but it's all lollies, so you can't really. But it's true, like some anime you don't watch for fan service, and I'm completely okay with that. Like I didn't watch Mushishi for fan service. Like you're not gonna see fan service there. You're not gonna see that. Even in Psycho Pass, there's very little fan service. Death Note, very little fan service, right? But that's okay. You don't have to watch it for fan service. But usually the lighthearted anime, they have a lot of fan service just because it kind of the one goes hand in hand. Humor, fan service. It's kind of like a cultural thing.
That would be kind of like an interesting topic, is like how fan service developed itself into shonen anime. Because if you notice, like with a lot of shonen, like they do have like that element of fan service.
Well, it definitely is an easy way to make money, and it's an easy way to take up time.
Mm-hmm. An example of that is DxD. Good.
An example of that is Fairy Tail.
What?
Yeah, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is a good example of a mainstream shonen that has quite a bit of fan service. Whereas even like I would say My Hero Academia and these other, Shonen Jump stories, they don't have that much fan service. They'll have a hint here and there. They'll drop in like Mount Lady or Midnight, but it's nothing too blatant. Whereas with Fairy Tail,
I feel like One Piece has a little bit.
In the manga, there was way less fan service than in the anime, even in Fairy Tail.
Okay.
Fairy Tail is beast.
I feel like One Piece has quite a bit, especially like how, Oda draws his females. You know what I mean? They're either really hideous and big, or they're slim and gorgeous.
It's like nothing else you see.
Yeah.
But I don't like the females.
I do. I love Oda's art. I love it.
Well,
by the way, Caster for Life says Suzaku fan service for Animac. No, thank you, sir. Please. Also, Soul Maka is low-key in the chat using an alias and complaining that he's not here for this topic. Well, what can you do, man? What can you do? Work calls. You gotta, I respect you, and next time, hopefully you'll be here. Someone else said something I want to comment on. Oh, yeah. Someone said something about My Hero Academia. Do you notice that they have like a naked chick just walking around there all the time? That's inappropriate.
Really? Who's the naked chick?
Toru. Invisible Girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's just walking around.
She's not naked.
Well, when they're off like in battle and stuff, you know what I mean? You just see her with gloves. They're just gloves and shoes. So essentially she's running around.
Well, we can't really see her.
She's running around naked, man. And what really aggravates me is I'm pretty sure they were like in a storm cloud once before one episode. I'm like, oh, this is great. We finally get to see what she looks like, and she'll get covered in dirt.
Invisible Girl is naked. We cannot see it.
I know,
so
but what happens if I throw
a
flour on her?
She's naked.
What happens if I throw flour on her? What happens?
She's still naked, bro. She's still walking around naked in the middle of her high school. No panties, no nothing, man.
But nobody can see her.
Well, she's not walking around in school like that. She wears a uniform. But like when they go off to...
Sometimes, but not all the time.
But I don't understand why you find this a problem. Why is this a problem again?
It's just weird that you just have a teenage girl naked in the anime all the time. Sure, she's invisible, guys.
Maybe she's not there.
I don't agree on the all the time. She is naked a lot, for sure. But yeah, and if you throw like a bag of flour on her and your guys are in the middle of battle, like I throw a bag of flour on you so I can see where you are, so I can evade your attacks. I get to see your titties flopping in the wind.
My Hero Academia starts running out of ideas when the villains have flower quirks and they get to blow flour at each other.
Unless she has a special suit that conforms with her invisibility, you know what I mean?
Which is totally gonna happen, let's be honest.
Most likely, if you put her near a mirror, you get to see her reflection of what she looks like. So yeah.
It'd be really funny though if like they threw a bag of flour on her to avoid an attack, and there's just titties flopping in the wind. That'd be pretty funny.
I still don't agree that she's naked.
Thanks for getting off topic. I disagree because you were talking about shonen anime.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's all fair game, but no, in terms of Toru, I don't understand why she has in her, uniform gloves and boots at all. If she's invisible and she wants to be completely invisible, then just be naked. Like she's already naked, everything except gloves and boots. You might as well take off the gloves and boots, guy.
I agree.
The gloves and boots are there so that we can know where she is. She's naked because people like naked girls in anime. You haven't noticed? I don't understand this debate. What's happening here?
I guess
have you not noticed that every female character Almost every female character in My Hero Academia has some sort of quirk that requires them to get naked.
Yeah,
Momo needs her chest open so she could pull random crap out of her chest. And Midnight, whatever her name is, Midnight, she needs to be naked so that her pheromone things can put people to sleep. And Mount Lady, just her ass takes up the entire screen all the time. Like,
by the way, Darkness and Midnight, that would be a good team for fighting villainy. What? Anyways, I don't know why hashtag flopping in the wind is trending in the chat, but it is.
I love you guys. I love you guys.
In the wind.
I love you guys so
Hashtag
much.
flopping in the wind.
Titties flopping in the wind. Hashtag.
Lum King is here. What's up, man? But yeah, so in terms of the future of shonen, the reason I think the Black Clover is a good example, like we don't know how it's going to turn out yet, but we know that it started rough, the anime, because like I said, quite a few people, including Lost Paws, I remember made a video on it saying that he likes the manga quite a bit, but the anime so far has not proven to be good. They're dragging it on too much, the voice acting, the annoyingness. And I've seen most people so far be disappointed with the anime, although Nox, you pointed out in the past that with shonen anime, often they take off after quite a few episodes and really get good. So we still have to give it some time.
Get good.
Because it is a shonen. Like if it was a 13-episode anime and all the 13 episodes were crap, you're done. But since they have 50, who knows? But the thing is, if Black Clover doesn't do that well, is there hope for some other shonen manga to actually become a successful long-running anime? Or do you see the industry now way too geared towards quantity, boobs, etc., to actually bring us another Naruto or One Piece?
I would not be too upset if Black Clover doesn't do that well, to be honest, because if it does do really well, then we are going to get so many copycats from other cliches, just like Black Clover is. I mean, Black Clover is essentially a, big group of cliches. You have your protagonist that wants to become the Hokage, Wizard King, King of the Pirates, whatever. And
Yes.
His journey to do so. He had no powers. Now he has the best power ever. I mean,
that is annoying.
Typical shonen.
That is annoying. The whole, he has no powers, but it's like, oh no, well, he was destined from the start to have the greatest power. And then
and that just makes you think like, wait a second. So am I supposed to relate to this character because this character tried really hard and accomplished his goals? No, not at all. This character is a lucky twat that he has freaking demon powers and a magic annulling sword.
I think it's just another step of just doing something
A
that's
sword that
really
can nullify
overkill.
magic.
Have you noticed though the trend that in shonen anime, hair is the most powerful thing of all time?
that's
Yeah,
why
if you have cool hair, then you're OP. So yeah.
No, you missed it. You don't understand, Recon. You must learn to analyze anime better, young grasshopper. Allow me to explain.
What?
Saitama's pretty freaking powerful. 0 hair. Goku, pretty freaking powerful. Insane amounts of hair that change color.
Luffy.
How did he get his powers?
Top of the radar, bro.
What about Luffy?
Well, no.
How did
Here's the
Deku
thing.
get his
No,
powers?
Nux, you're mistaken.
Deku ate
Saitama
hair.
had hair. No, Saitama had hair, but now he
Had
became
hair.
bald.
Of course he became bald.
He had his powers while he had hair, but then he
No, this is
decided
not
to shave it off.
This is not
no, Saitama lost his hair because how hard he trained, guy.
That's right.
Yeah, but he
Big
still
power.
had his powers.
You know what I've noticed? I think you're onto something with it's a hair thing, but I think it's only the overkill shonen that have the hair
And
thing going
Deku
on.
ate All Might's hair to get his powers. Did you not find
Yeah,
that
it's
suspicious?
all about hair. I know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is sarcastic Nux talking.
No, yeah.
No, you
But that
have
is
a
why
point,
I
Nux.
like
You have a
bring out my
point.
hair because I want all the shonen powers. I want to be maybe not the crybaby protagonist, but maybe that cool guy that he looks up to. It's like I want to be like this guy. I want to be the king of the anime YouTubers. Like,
You need to stop
anime.
flicking your hair back then. You gotta start using the gel and going straight up. Like, just, bah.
No, that's only when I go super.
No, you don't understand. You have to have it go. You have to have it go forward. Can you somehow get it to spike forward and like? in front
Yeah,
of your-
it's funny. After I blow dry my hair, when while I'm blow drying it, it can like go like all over here, like it's a mess.
I just want to mess up his hair so bad right now. I just want to
It's
if I was there,
hilarious.
I just
So
wanna-
it looks very anime, except like you can't see anything because it's all over your eyes. But in anime,
We're gonna turn you into Forever World.
it just looks very nice and combed, like well combed. I just want to like mess it up.
It's not even cold. I just did this.
No, God, he doesn't comb it. He just splashes water on it, just puts it all the way to the back.
Correct.
Can we not discuss Animax hair?
Correct.
I'd rather discuss Animax t-shirts and mugs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Animac, I have a merch
Cheers.
idea for you. I have
Hey,
a merch
no.
idea.
Cheers.
Put
Cheers.
your hairstyle and on your T-shirt, so people can be inspired with your hairstyle.
With the beard and glasses and everything.
That's
Exactly.
pretty good.
Oh, that's a good idea. Put your face.
That's
On
such
the
a
shirt.
Keemstar move.
Put your face on the shirt.
Ah, come
Well,
on.
I'm not that egotistical yet to just sell a shirt with just my face on it, but there's
Good.
time. There's time. I may get to the point where I'm like Digibro, I think I'm the greatest thing ever, and I just like put my face on it in the
Yeah.
dark with shades. We'll see. We'll see. Any other shonen that we should discuss?
He's drunk and then makes
Will
videos ranting.
never end or something like that.
7 Deadly Sins is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Seven
exciting.
Sins is back January 2018, season 2. People still think that it's season 3 because of the Netflix disaster, but no, this is season 2. Netflix 4 episodes were just an OVA or TV special, but you can think of it as an OVA, same shit. Basically, just 4 additional episodes filler.
4 additional episodes with an awesome theme song that no one remembers because it was only 4 episodes.
See, that's another I don't know. Sometimes I feel that, they're just like overkill. You know what I mean? Like there's so much fan service, so much of the same cliches. You know exactly what's going to be happening because you know it's a shonen. You feel like you always can detect what's going to be happening in the future. And I feel like people get bored with that. That's the reason probably why they're stretching this out, hoping that people don't catch on, but they're catching on because they read the manga.
Well, you're making this again. There's a shonen is a huge genre, huge. You're only talking about the particular battle shonens that.
Yeah, we are like long running shonen in this because I'm particularly interested in: are we going to get more long running successful shonens, or is this era becoming just like a? Because building up a long running shonen is a commitment, right? By the manga company, so like the magazine. They have to actually really put faith in this and commit to a certain amount of length. The anime, same thing. They have to commit to it. And sometimes it's better for them financially to just go for the short-term profit. So do a 13-episode adaptation that's like heavy on fan service but doesn't take much work.
Nip
Instead of
flip
actually committing to 50 episodes, right? So that's what I'm wondering. Are we going to enter an age where it's just like short, small adaptations for that short-term seasonal profit rather than investing in a long anime, even if it doesn't take off right away because they want eventually to have a loyal following?
Well, you never know, but they need to do something different already with these anime. They can't just keep putting out more Black Clovers because Black Clover is a cliche. We've
You
all
guys
seen
can pick it up, right? Like
everything
when you
is
guys are
done.
watching it.
What?
Like you can pick up and you can sense in the situation, like you know what's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah, but then there are shonen anime that are very different than the norm that do really well, like Gintama. It's a totally not normal shonen. Gintama or JoJo's or Katekyo Hitman Reborn, they're all different style shonens.
I want a shonen with a little lolly sister in it.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, all of these are not your cliche.
Oh,
Can
that
we all
was a
just
good
pretend?
one.
Can we all just pretend we didn't hear what Recon said?
Yeah, Recon didn't say anything.
And by the way,
Actually, didn't hear
if you enjoy Rant Café and didn't hear what Recon said, be sure to smash that like button.
I was only joking.
We need to switch the topic. Anyways,
It's
Anyway.
great how every trend that goes through, you have a different one. When you're doing My Hero Academia, Detroit, smash that like button. And when you're doing Dragon Ball Super videos, it's hit that like button.
yeah,
And
you get it. You get
I
it,
get it.
man.
you're trying to pun us into liking your videos.
My brilliant meta shit. Yeah,
If you talk about One Punch Man, one punch that like button.
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta do that, man.
Code Geass is coming, and Now, subscribe, viewers, all of you, I command you, subscribe.
I did do that. You know I did that?
No way.
I did it in one of the videos, yes.
That's hilarious, because I did that at the end of my sarcastic trailer on Code
No,
Geass.
I did an effect where like Geass actually showed up in my eye because I was on camera. It's at the end of the video. I thought it was brilliant, but of course I would. I think I don't know. Someone in the chat, I'm not sure if it was Gramac or someone, asked if, because you mentioned Nux all the cliches with Black Clover and how it just takes a bunch of different concepts from different currently popular shonen and kind of throws them together. And I agree. I think it's definitely there. He was saying, what if Black Clover was just like a satire of the shonen genre and was just doing that as a satire? Would you enjoy that? And I mean, it depends how it's done. Personally, I enjoyed Konosuba as a satire of the isekai genre, which definitely needed to be satired because it's so oversaturated. So I thought that was great. But yeah, with Black Clover, I don't know.
Black
I feel
Clover
like Gintama might be doing that kind of satire stuff, right?
I don't find it funny at all. It's cringy to the nth degree that Asta needs to declare his love for Sister Lily for like, that was like 30% of the first 3 episodes.
Sister
I thought it
Lily,
was
please
funny.
marry me.
I thought it was funny that
You thought it was
he's like a
funny
nun
the
and
first time.
he keeps hitting on her.
Yeah, I did.
But it's cute because he's like a kid at first. Otherwise, if he was an adult, it would have been like.
No, he just kept on saying this for years. I mean, we saw the episode of Black Clover when Sister Lily first of all showed up for the first time, and Asta so young was like, "Oh my God, please marry me!" And until the very moment we are right now, he still wants to marry her.
Yeah, Sister Lily.
It's just like so cliche to me. It's almost like he's like a love child of freaking Luffy and Sanji. Like,
Nice.
Yo, no, there's a lot of cliches. No, you're 100% right. Like I said, the fact that he doesn't have power and then he has the strongest power, Deku 101. The fact that he wants to be the Wizard King is like Pirate King and like Wizard in Magi and, Naruto, Hokage. All that stuff is just thrown in there.
yeah.
No, I'm starting to think that the only reason why Asta wants to be a Wizard King is just to impress Sister Lily, and that's it.
Yeah, then he's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
come back. Oh, I'm Wizard King now, sister.
It would have been funny if
I'm Wizard King. Now you get to be with me.
it would have been funny if
God.
he was like, I'm gonna impress her by being the greatest priest.
Oh man.
I'm gonna be such a great priest, guys. It's like the priest anime, like they have like these niche anime, like ballroom anime. It's like this guy just wants
There's
to be
never
a
gonna
priest.
be a priest anime because he will not be able to get his bitches.
Speaking of priest anime, well, it depends. Like with Orthodox Christians, our priests can marry. It's just Catholics can't, right?
Yeah.
But and I know with like Jewish rabbis can marry and all that stuff. But yeah, it's interesting because speaking of priest anime, I remember Blue Exorcist, and I remember watching it and thinking, when I was watching it, thinking like they were all young, right? So it was all the girls were like young, so I didn't. There was no fan service for me because I didn't find them. Obviously, they're too young to be attractive. But then they went through it.
This is a cartoon, sir. They could be attractive.
But it was funny because I was like, I noticed that this cartoon doesn't really have, this anime doesn't really have that much fan service. And then, bam, they throw in the one teacher chick that's always going like with like huge boobs, just like huge cleavage, and she
Wearing
just
nothing.
pops into it in season 2. I forget her name, and
Season
she's just
1.
like, okay, there's the fan service. There we go.
But Blue Exorcist, I was like, what is happening with Blue Exorcist? It's like every religion is in Blue Exorcist, and they're all real somehow. I mean, you have they're Hindus, and then they're the Shaolin monks, and then they're
It's
the
cool.
Christians, and all of them have their own different, things. They somehow work together to fight Satan. Even though there's no such things, according to the Shaolin monks, there's no such thing as Satan.
I know, yeah, they just threw everything in there. I agree. By the way, Anime Fanboy says the best isekai is Minecraft.
Well, that is true. Minecraft is an isekai.
Not enough harems in Minecraft.
No, there's barely any harem. Oh no! Actually, you can build your harem.
Have you done it?
fact.
Be honest,
You can
honest talk,
build
real
your
talk right
harem
now.
in Minecraft.
Have you made
yeah,
a
that is a
Minecraft?
fact.
Have you ever made a Minecraft harem?
No, but I'd love to, man.
But yeah, one thing I really don't like is how some of these anime that I thought had great potential, like The Devil is a Part-Timer, ended up only getting 13 episodes and not
Oh,
getting.
I know.
fucking loved it, yo. So
That was so good.
Yeah, that's why I worried that, like, we're just going for that quantity over quality. So instead of committing more to an anime like that,
Mr. Mo, I love you, Mr.
four
Mo.
other anime shows, and those shows will probably suck, but it doesn't matter as long as they get that initial hype and sales and whatever. I don't know.
I just
I
gotta
love,
read.
I love how he was just fucking working in a McDonald's. Like
Pretty sure it was called
every main
McDonald's.
character works in McDonald's.
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 Yeah, the whole thing was
McDonald's,
just,
and they're okay with copyright.
Oh god, the whole thing was just about him. Like so many scenes were just about him working in fucking McDonald's.
That show is hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, that's something we can agree on, Knox. I definitely thought The Devil was a Partner was a hilarious show. Watching it, I didn't know what to expect because that was one of the shows that I just saw randomly on Netflix.
Yeah, same here.
And I was like, oh, this is an anime. Let's check this out. So I didn't know any hype about it. And then I was like, yo, this is actually hilarious. So yeah, definitely disappointed it didn't have more episodes. Because with some anime, like,
Reverse isekai anime right there.
Yeah, that's a reverse isekai. That's interesting, yeah. But with, like, an anime like Anohana, it has 13 episodes, but it, like...
11. It has 11 episodes.
11, okay. But you feel like it's complete, so that's fine. But with a show like that, like Devil's a Part-Timer, it definitely has the potential to be like a long-running type of shonen, but it never got that chance, which sucks.
It doesn't really have that much of a chance to become long-running. I mean, every single guy Satan fights, he destroys in like 3 seconds flat.
I mean, that's the whole reason why, though. That's the reason.
It was great. I loved it, but I can't see that going on for 100 episodes.
No, what the reason, like, having him do that so much with the very first bit of episodes that were thrown at you, if they were to continue on and do a second season, it would be more shocking to take about characters that he couldn't defeat. You know what I mean? Say God sent.
That's not the point of the show. No one wants to see him fight a character he can't defeat. Let's be honest.
No. It's the opposite.
You want to see him wreck that asshole angel selling burgers.
No. It is the opposite. We
thing.
want to see him lose for a reason and to actually get back up and get stronger. That is what makes a good story, rather than just beating
Devil's
him.
a part-timer.
No, you don't understand, man. I prefer the main character to actually lose instead of winning straight away.
Exactly.
Well, I agree with you if it wasn't a comedy. Like, I don't want to ever see One Punch Man lose.
But that was
exactly, that's
comedy
One Punch
sake,
Man. He just
though.
one punches everyone and wins.
It would be funny. It would be funny. You can add a comical sense to having a villain that's really, really hard for them to beat, and they lose a couple times. Say they have to come back once or twice. They could have had a lot more comedy and make the joke longer running. You know what I mean?
Exactly, I agree.
All the times in that anime that he was almost about to lose was because for some reason he had no powers at the moment.
Yeah, so think if he really was about to be knocked down on his ass, and to the point where, you could add all of these comical satires to it, maybe put some satires from other anime, you know what I mean? With fighting scenes when heroes are about to be at this point, put a cliche lines in, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think we can definitely say that Nux loses this round.
Nux wins.
I think Nux loses this because in the fantasy world within the Devil's a Part-Timer that they create, there's definitely a lot of ways to make challenges to him as the devil, because they have all sorts of magic and stuff happening and things that they could potentially be. I mean, I'm not saying that we met the potential opponents, but there's plenty of room to grow in future seasons if they had more seasons. So I think the potential was there. Also, Sharia says #AnimeMcDonald's. I have to shout that out because that was freaking hilarious. Also, nice. Lump King's like, One Punch. I remember that Higa video. Hilarious. One of my favorite videos of last year was that.
Oh, how about we talk about Haikyuu? Is that a shonen? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It is a shonen, but it's not really going on. I don't know if there's going to be another season in anime.
There is another season.
Is it scheduled or they just have material?
No, but it isn't. The ending is open, and they're still gonna continue in the tournament.
Hey, the
so,
manga
yeah.
continues does not mean that it's getting another season. You don't realize this at this point?
But it has to, man. If it doesn't,
I know.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Haikyuu is pretty much awesomeness. I agree.
My
So JoJo's Part 5 is coming eventually. Let's talk about JoJo's.
I
no,
can't.
let's
I
not
can't
again talk about
Can we please not talk about JoJo and its
because this
moments.
happens every day. Like I respect Nux, and then he starts talking about JoJo's, and then he loses his mind.
How about we talk about like maybe Overlord? How about Overlord? That's a good one.
Yeah, Overlord season
Shonen.
2 is coming up. What, Nux?
I don't think it's a shonen.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No,
Well, it's a shonen like the Devil's a part-timer is a shonen. It's not like your traditional battle shonen. But it's interesting though because
well, I still stand by what I said. I think Overlord's overhyped, overrated.
I think Overlord is good. I don't think it's overhyped. I don't think it's.
It's a good show.
I haven't seen it. I do want to try it out. though.
Overlord is not mainstream, but it's a good show. It got a lot of hype, so yeah.
I really do want to try it out. I really do.
But you want to try Overlord?
I think Overlord
Yeah,
is
'cause I
a
haven't.
good show. I don't think it's the next like Attack on Titan in terms of hype or anything like that. But I think it's a good show for what it is. I don't think it's overhyped, Nux.
I do. I only hear people talking good about it. I don't hear anyone.
Because it's a good show.
Yeah, I don't hear any bad reviews on it whatsoever. I think that's why a lot of people were fine with One Punch Man being held off because a lot of people were more excited for season 2 of that. You know what I mean?
If I would expect people to complain about Overlord, I would find out that they've probably been saying like, "Oh, he's just too powerful. He's not losing any battles. He's so OP." Yeah, that's the only complaint I would think people would say.
Kind of like Kirito, and since you love Kirito, that's not an issue for you.
No, I love Kirito. Kirito's my boy.
Well, I fully expect Nux to make a sarcastic trailer for Overlord, where at the beginning he lies and says this anime is going to be insulted way more than it deserves to, but in reality he's thinking it's getting insulted just as much as it deserves to, because he's a liar.
I say that at the beginning of all of them, to sort of cover my ass.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you lie.
And I was gonna do honest descriptions on it, not a sarcastic trailer.
Oh, okay. No, I meant sarcastic facts, but honest description versus sarcastic facts. Isn't honest description more like when you have a bunch of stuff to say, like with Naruto arcs? How are you gonna do?
Maybe I don't. You don't think I have a bunch of stuff to say about Overlord?
I feel like the fact format would work better.
I'd love to hear negative opinions on it.
There are a bunch of little arcs, so I would just do it like that.
Okay, yeah, I do look forward to it because I do want to see your take on it. Well, I always like seeing your take, Nux, because you're a quality YouTuber, man. His link is in the description along with the rest of these fine folks. But before we go today, I do want to ask you guys, what kind of shonen anime would you like to see in the future if you could just decide one day, okay, I want to see this type of shonen anime, like something that you haven't seen so far that you think would be good, or something you haven't seen in a while that you think should make a comeback. Same thing to you guys in the chat. Let me know what you guys would want to see in a new shonen anime / manga in the future. But I don't know. Whoever wants to go, please go ahead.
YouTuber shonen.
I want to see a long-running isekai shonen, where there are humans, a few of them, not just one, that are trapped in an isekai world, and they have to adapt, and they want to help this world because, for whatever reason, the political structure of the world is insane, and so they take it upon themselves. Well, not really take it upon themselves. They sort of everyone falls into like a different category. They have different ideas and how they want to develop the world and whatever, and they have to train to get stronger. That way it could be long running. Until eventually each one has their own ideals and they save the day.
So you're saying no game, no life, but actually good is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying no game, no life at all, because
that's
what I was saying. What I was not saying. What I was suggesting is, let's say there are 5 humans or whatever that get trapped in this other world for whatever reason. Either it's prophecy or it's chance. I don't know. I didn't actually write a story. I'm just sort of pulling this out of my ass.
No, nice.
And they're in like this whole other world thingy. One guy becomes this rebel dude, and one guy tries to grow in the military of some other country. I don't know. And there are political shiz going on.
Yeah, the one thing this is missing is something unique, a unique power that each of the 5 of them has. And how they would use this power to gain their status and fight each other. Think about that.
Okay, fine. I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't have a whole story here written.
Well, for next Rant Café, Nux, I want you to come up with a great power idea that we can steal from you.
Mm-hmm. For the YouTube.
Now, Recon, anything you want to see in the future in terms of shonen?
I would want to see
Fairy Tale Next Generation.
No, that's not what I'm gonna say. I don't even want to see any of the current ones, but I want to see something from the top of my imagination. I want to see a long-running harem ecchi shonen.
But that's the thing, Recon. If it's like, how do you mean? Is it harem where all of them are with the guy in a relationship at the same time and they're cool with it? Or is it one of those harems?
No. I would say it's like a more progressive harem.
It's niche.
I would
This
say
anime is about shonen battle Mormons.
I would say it's more, a progressive relationship that the main character.
No, but that's the thing, Recon. The whole point of harems is he goes through different girls and then chooses one. You're saying you want a long-running shonen where he never chooses?
There you
Exactly.
go. Exactly. Yep. You can do that.
Exactly. You can do
that. That is so stupid and boring.
No, it's not.
It's not.
One Piece. So
I've
literally rather him get
a load of this. You are going to love me for this. It's a long-running isekai shonen, but he's trapped in another universe where they're only girls.
Oh, never thought of that before.
There we go.
No, but something like that would justify why girls would be cool with all being with one guy at the same time because they have no choice.
Exactly. There we go, Recon. I just basically put your dream into format.
Fuck you, man.
And the guy is like a shy guy. Like, so he doesn't know how to approach girls, but that's okay because they just approach him because he's the only guy. So he's like, yeah, what's up, girls?
Yeah.
By the way, now you're lucky I'm not spoiling anything in One Piece right now.
Thank you. No, I'm serious. I'm very
Hashtag Paula Hancock.
It's really, really, really hard. Like, because everybody, like, I have a lot of friends that like it, and they post memes and stuff, and I try to avoid pictures, and I'm like, I haven't seen this person, and I'm freaking out. Like, I haven't seen this guy. Like, it's just.
Yeah, I stopped caring about spoilers a long time ago because if you're following anime news or just like videos and stuff like that, there's no way you can care about spoilers, especially like with a show that's popular but maybe you haven't gotten to it yet. Like you said with One Piece, it's like there's no way.
Stop this. Stop.
You beat me this time, Nux.
Stop it.
You beat me this time.
I always beat you.
No,
you lost, Nux. You lost with
All
the
this
devil.
logic.
Yeah, you
All this
lost
logic
once, and then I lost this time. So yeah.
No, I'm steadfast in my opinion.
No.
Okay, no. You convinced me now.
Also, now you mentioned earlier a anime YouTuber Shonen, and funny you said that because someone did say in the chat about a Shonen where I am trying to become the anime YouTube king, and so I have to murder people, probably, I assume.
No, you can't do it like DeadTube. You can't do it like DeadTube. Like, it's a straight up YouTube thing and have, like, I don't know, like, have a kid that thinks he can't do it at all, and then he finally winds up doing it. You know what I mean?
Animac, you want to become the #1 YouTuber of all time. The Wizard King of YouTubers, I should say. And so what you do is you just write scripts because your genius mind needs to do that. Other lackeys, not like your brother, of course, can do the editing. And so you start pawning it off to smaller, separate companies and whatever. And it turns out every one of your 618 editors are your little sister.
But not related by blood, guys.
But not related by blood.
My blood. Oh, come on.
Nux, I think you were onto something there. I think you're onto something. Also, we could have like a guy. Let's call him. I don't know.
Digibro.
Crusty Monexia, and he's like this really nice dude.
No, man, his name's George.
And I pretend to be his friend, but then I like usurp his power.
Crunchy Manexia might be watching this, so
I don't know what you mean because it's a fictional character.
George, yeah, you got to take George, and he's young and he doesn't know anything and he believes he can't do it, and then he meets Crunchy Cronexia. You know what I mean? And
Crunchy Monexia, okay, that's like a confused here.
And then he meets other people and more people. And then, and then throughout a long time, he winds up figuring out, like, who's on his side, who's against him, you know what I mean? Who supports him.
That
And
just
there's
sounds
villains.
so... I'm sorry, but that sounds so cliche.
No!
But to be honest,
it does. To be honest, really. It doesn't sound good.
But this is how the good part comes into. This is the good part. When the battles go down, it's not YouTube anymore. It's like DeadTube.
DeadTube?
damn.
Yeah.
I definitely want to.
Everyone gets trapped into YouTube. There we go.
Let's
make
Let's
this
make it a fucking
more
SNL.
realistic. Everyone's trapped in YouTube, and they have to kill each other to
Fuck
survive.
that.
That is
No.
Whoever collects the 15
You're ruining my
play
anime.
YouTube.
No, it's true. I like it. So it's like a.
No.
It's just like sounds like a survival. This is like a survival.
it's like a survival
Make it survival.
internet YouTube thing, and the more subscribers you have, the higher your power level is, right?
No.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but you can be shady and make friends with bigger YouTubers and then backstab them, and like your Discord server is like your kingdom. It just
I have a
becomes
great
a-
idea. I have a great idea for a battle show. Hold on. So everyone on YouTube, everyone in the anime community makes a video. And then so each week you make one video only. Whoever gets the highest views on that video will survive. Each one will survive. But the person with the lowest views, gets eliminated. And
That's
just dies.
DeadTube. You can't do that. That's DeadTube. That's exactly
DeadTube?
copying off DeadTube. Yeah, DeadTube is
Not really.
well, no, they get you take the crime. Whatever anybody does, like they have a trendings list, and who's ever on the top of the trendings list are the ones who don't get punished. Who's ever on the bottom of the trendings list are the ones who actually wind up taking on all the punishment for the crimes. If anybody killed anybody, raped anybody, or did anything, all the crime goes on that person.
Okay.
But
Damn.
it's a survival. Oh, it's really messed up too. It's really gore. It's a really amazing horror manga.
Problem. I don't want to live in a world where
How about we just pretend
president?
that
You can decide
the
to
Osama
sign
game is
up.
real.
You can decide to sign up. You can either be a viewer or
King's Game.
a viewer
King's
or a
Game.
player.
By the way, any of you watching King's Game, I wish it was.
I haven't made it until the more recent episodes. I find it pretty unbearable.
I'm not watching it, and I've heard bad things from Nox and Misty, so that's why I haven't really gone into it.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's really
But
good.
of course, well, if you say it's very good, then I'm definitely not gonna watch. But
Fuck you, man. Just
Dramak
try it
mentioned
out.
for anime for Neverworld situation, and that would be a crazy anime arc. I tell you that right now. Like that would be some Naruto Sasuke next level shit right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I actually like this idea of like get a bunch of YouTubers together and like you have to make a video and all drop it within the same week, and then see who gets the most views, and that
Yeah,
person.
but there's a
gets like-
problem because the bigger channels will get more views.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Let's say you take comparable channels, right? So you don't get like everybody. You get comparable channels, and then whoever gets the most views gets some like a real prize. Though, like you would have to like all pitch in. That sounds like an interesting competition, man.
Thank you very much,
You
Animac.
finally had a decent idea. I like it.
Thank you, Animac. Thank you. Now we're just gonna have to wait for someone to make it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll talk about it, guys. Infinite Gaming says he loves my content. Thank you so much, my friend. And everyone, be sure to check out the other YouTubers here. Link in the description. Also, merch, boys. We got that merch now. Link in the description. Leave a like if you like Rant Café. Before we go, and thank you, obviously, everyone in the chat who showed up and had a great discussion, as always, including the anime dude who tried to troll me again about something since damn it, anime dude. But, Nux, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Nux. I do anime content on YouTube like most of the other people here. sarcastic stuff, analytical stuff, and moreover stuff that Recon gets pissed off about, which is a win in my books.
Thank you.
Speaking of Recon,
What up, my boys? It's your boy Recon, and I do them anime ranking lists and top 10s. So yeah.
spoilers, he's also known as Recon no Pico.
Yes.
Yes.
That's his After Dark channel. It's called Recon no Pico. I don't recommend anyone checking out that one. By the way, Mac, it
I
looks
haven't even made it.
And he hasn't seen the mugs. So I thought you might like this one there, Mac. We got multiple mugs going on over here. Yes. Now, to end it off, now, Agata, tell us who you are and what you do and how you're getting over that cold. I follow your Twitter, so I saw that you said you're getting over a cold.
Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm Noah. I actually am doing anime news and funny skits right now, but soon I am going to be in animations and dabbling in animations.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Like actual work? Actual skill and stuff?
Well, that's like a year or two down the road, but I'm going to be doing like short story time animations and stuff like that.
Nice.
I love how some people in the chat saying like, Recon, please don't inhale.
Yeah, no, this is the question. Are people as we gear up to end, people are like, oh shit, is Recon gonna do it again? Or is Anime gonna fuck him up for doing that shit? I don't know. We'll have to find out. But yeah, that sounds interesting now. Well, I definitely look forward to that. It will be quite interesting to see.
So, Animac looking, where's that mute button on Recon?
No.
Am I doing exactly that? am I trying to distract you guys from me talking about you, Recon?
You me.
I wonder. I wonder, guys.
He's gonna be like, Nux, avenge me. Avenge me.
That's horrible.
No, I will not accept this. I will not fucking accept this.
I will not be silent.
By the way, guys, thank you again for joining. Thank you, everyone in the chat, as always, and you guys here on the panel. It's always a pleasure. Until next time, High School DxD sucks, Recon. What? See us.
Fuck you.
Boy.